Hello everyone and welcome to this video. The story I want to tell you today is the Dragon Awakening in Hell. Kyle is a steel mill worker. He and his wife love each other very much. However, on a dark and windy night, a gangster rushed into the house and killed his wife. After fighting, the gangster wants to escape. He chased him into the street and got into a big fight on the bus. They fell on the road and Kyle was injured in the arm by a motorcycle coming from the opposite side. Fortunately, the gangster was arrested and brought to justice. Because of the lack of evidence in court and the powerful family, the gangster was acquitted. Watching the man who killed his wife get away, Kyle was impulsive. He took the bailiff's gun and shot him on the spot. For contempt of court plus murder, Kyle was sentenced to life imprisonment and sent to a prison called Clavawi. Corruption is common here, where prison directors force criminals to fight for life and death for profit. Then the warden invited dignitaries from outside to enter as a tool for him to collect money. Kyle had his wedding ring removed as soon as he got here. Being under the eaves, he had to bow his head. At night, the guards took Tim, who was in the same dormitory with Kyle, to a strong man's room. This strong man, named Black Bear, is the top fighter in this prison. In order to reward him, the warden specially sent Tim to him to enjoy. Tim begged, but the Black Bear was indifferent. The next day, Kyle saw Tim covered in scars. For I's relative, two people are speechless. The next day, Kyle saw Tim covered in scars. For I's relative, two people are speechless. Kyle found the Black Bear, two people are at loggerheads, and then they fight together, and the guards stop them in time. Kyle was put in a little black room, where he didn't eat or drink, but slept motionless on a stone bed every day. After a long time, he thinks of the happy time with his wife. He wants to end his life by hitting the wall, but he just fainted. When he woke up, he found a moth, which he thought might be a hint from his wife to live. While he was eating, there was a roar from the next door. Kyle patted the wall and motioned the person opposite to stop. Long time later, Kyle was released from the little black room, and the guards changed him to another room. The new roommate is a big black man. 3 roommates have been killed by him. The big black man was imprisoned for more than 20 years, but he didn't have a friend around him and didn't talk to others. He just read and wrote. In the days that followed, Kyle gradually learned the living rules in prison. If you want not to be beaten, you must bribe the guards with money, and the Black Bear has the money and the right to wear the same trousers as the guards. Newcomers like Kyle will only be bullied. Sure enough, while working on the railway, Kyle was severely beaten because he accidentally bumped into a prisoner. He was locked up in the little black room again. Here, Kyle heard the roar from the next door again.
He was locked up in the little black room again. Here, Kyle heard the roar from the next door again. For a quiet environment, Kyle slapped the wall in response to stop the people next door. Half a month later, the bearded Kyle was released. When eating, the Black Bear came behind him and humiliated him with words. Unwilling to be humiliated, Kyle fought with the Black Bear. I didn't expect Kyle, who had just come out of the small black room, to be locked up in the small black room again. At this time, he battle-hardened Black Bear. During the fight, only one side dies or the guard shouts to stop, otherwise the fight will continue. Seeing that Kyle was about to be killed, he seized the opportunity and threw him to the ground while the Black Bear was not paying attention and killed him. This battle made Kyle famous and quickly replaced the Black Bear. Later, he could not find an opponent in prison, so the warden had to find masters from prisons all over the country to confront him, but they were all defeated by him. The warden made a lot of money because of this. In the process, Kyle seems to become a brutal killing machine, which either mutilates or kills his opponent. At that time, he cut off his hair and beard and became a handsome uncle. Fortunately, his roommate, the big black man, advised him not to lose his heart, thus losing himself. After the warden tasted the sweetness, he kept transferring prisoners from other prisons. The bald man is the supermaster who is newly transferred to duel with Kyle. At night, the warden sent Tim to the bald man to enjoy, but Tim refused to obey and finally died in prison. On his deathbed, Kyle suddenly woke up. What is the difference between him and the beast that tortured the dead wood? So in the duel field, Kyle never shot in the face of bald men, but was beaten blindly. The guards hung him from a post to warn Kyle. When do you want to understand, and when do you put it down? But Kyle is adhering to his heart. He doesn't want to live like an animal. Neither the green sheep nor the downpour, Kyle did not give in, a move that resonated with other prisoners. They decided to unite against the brutal rule of prison, and no one stood up to duel in the fighting field. The warden felt that his authority was threatened. In order to punish Kyle, he released the supermaster, who had been in the little black room for countless years.
Kyle slapped the wall hard, but John stopped. It turned out that he was the person who shouted next door to the little black room. They recognized each other by slapping. They destroyed the iron gate and beat the guards who were usually on high. The prison was a mess, and Kyle and the big black man were hiding in a corner. In fact, in the past 20 years, the big black man has been planning to escape from prison and found a way to escape from prison. At this time, he decided to help Kyle escape from here. Before leaving, he wrote down the evil he saw here in a notebook, hoping that Kyle would take it out and make it public. In a short time, the riot in prison was quelled. As the culprit, Kyle is about to be taken to the confidence factory for execution. When he was escorted to the car, the big black man ambushed there early and then put the guard down. Char took off the wedding ring that had been taken away at that time, sealed the guard's mouth with a cloth, and then put down the jack next to him. After dealing with all this, Kyle changed into the guard's clothes and was ready to leave with the Black Hawk big man, but he refused. After living for 20 years, this place has become his home. After Kyle left, the big black man came to the warden's office and killed him. The guards who arrived afterwards arrested the big black man. On the other side, Kyle drove the warden's car unimpeded and successfully escaped from prison hell. Starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, this film is an action movie released in 2003. In the darkness, Kyle gradually lost himself and became an inhuman killing machine. Fortunately, he met people like Tim and Big Black Man. They are not eroded by darkness, but keep their hearts. This awakens the only remaining humanity in Kyle's heart, and finally destroys this senior dark place. At the end of the film, interested friends can go to the whole film to watch it. I'll see you next time.